In this video, we'll be looking at the betfair handicap market. There is a sort of a slight difference with the Asian handicap markets, but that will be covered in a different video. Now, the handicap means basically that one team is given an advantage. Therefore, logically, the other team is at a disadvantage, and that's called a handicap. And in football markets, this is represented by the number of goals, and it can be one or more. And in this video, we'll be looking at 3 games whereby we'll be looking at the +1 handicap market and a +2 handicap market. Now, to sort of understand it in its sort of simplest terms, just imagine at kick-off it's 0-0. If the home team is given a 1-goal handicap advantage, that means that the score at kick-off is 1-0. And if the away team score first, so it goes 0-1, then the score then will be 1-all in terms of the handicap market. We're going to start with the Atletico Madrid game against Leverkusen. And Leverkusen took a 2-0 lead. So I decided to back Atletico Madrid with a 2-goal handicap. And that meant they only had to score once to actually make it a winning bet. We'll come back to that Atletico Madrid game in a moment. What happened was in the Atalanta-Man City game is Man City took the lead. I laid Man City for £8 at 1.65. Atalanta drew and equalised just after half-time to make the score 1-all. But in terms of the handicap, because Atalanta had a +1 goal advantage, the score from the point of view of the trade was actually 2-1 to Atalanta. When they did equalise, I'd laid Atalanta at 2.46, having backed them when it was 0-1 at 7.2. So, with about 32 minutes left to play, it made sense at this point to green up for a total of £22, which was a 275% return on investment. Remember, it's 1-all, so the score from our point of view, from the trading point of view, is actually 2-1. If it went Man City scored, it went to 1-2, we'd be covered on the draw, because the handicap market would mean that it was 2-2 in effect. The third game, this was a losing trade, unfortunately, one that I posted in the chat room. This is Red Star Belgrade, called a different name now with loads of Z's in it, against Spurs. Now, I thought, given the Serbs, Red Star Belgrade's impressive sort of home form, they'd only lost twice in the last 21 games in European competition, they'd have a fairly good chance against a sort of out-of-sorts Spurs team. Anyway, that wasn't to be, and the Spurs went into a 2-0 lead and eventually won 4-0. So that was a losing trade. The Atalanta-Man City one we greened up, so that was all done and dusted nicely for the £22, 275% return on investment. The Atletico Madrid one. Now, you can see here, 86 minutes, it was still 2-0, but Leverkusen got a red card. And I'd made this bet on Atletico with the +2 handicap at 3.0. So that's 2-1, and with 30-odd minutes to play. So that seemed like a very, very reasonable bet to me. They did, in fact, find that goal that we needed after 94 minutes, and that gave us a winning trade there. Now we can see we made £22 on Atalanta, we lost the £28 on the Tottenham game, and we won £16 on the Atletico Madrid game.